music's very well put together in this game. There's one thing I must say, it does take my computer quite a long time to load it, but there's a lot of lots of detail in the music. Even though it's just music, it's good. I haven't played this now for maybe, it's probably going on 4 or 5 months now. But I had played it relentlessly for several weeks over Christmas period, and built up. I started in 1850 at the start of as far back as you could go, really. You know, with the old steam trains and stuff. I just established a network of towns that way, and just built it up and built it up, just kept building it up. There is a sandbox version within the game, I'd say sandbox option, but you know, sandbox, it's like, for me it's like playing Minecraft on creative mode. It's just, you know, there's no challenge whatsoever. But actually playing the game was very interesting, trying to make it all work. It's not too easy to begin with, unless you're resource minded. If you're that way inclined to begin with, it's not very hard. It's hard enough that there is a certain level of challenge in it. It takes ages to load in this computer for some reason, but there is a lot of information, as you'll see in a few seconds time. You see, my mouse still works, which isn't so bad. I probably should turn that music down because that's probably all that you can hear. Oh, 500 million. So that's promising. I thought I only had 400 million. Right, so now I say I haven't played this for a while, so it might take a minute or two to figure out the controls. Where's the settings at? Let's see. I forget the controls in this game. Settings. Oh, escape. That's right. The old-fashioned way. Audio. Let's see, turn that music down a bit. The music's nice. Right, we'll try that. I haven't streamed this one before, so I don't know how that'll turn out. But what I like about it is, like, say you click on a little car, you get a little window up here, and you can click on that camera, and you can actually travel around with that little car around your wee town until he arrives at his destination. Now, this is, like I say, this was built up. I started this game in 1850, and I think now I'm at, what year are we on here? tells you the year somewhere. What's that? Number of cargo items transported, 919,000. Population, total population of 58,000. Oh no, that's passengers transported 58,000. It's not much actually. It's quite small. Let me see. Oh, here I have it. It's in behind my icon there. So it's February, like 20. All right, you could date the speed of it. I never noticed that before, actually. Oh, so you can also. Oh, you can increase the game speed. That's right. So that works out. You know, if you want something to build quickly. Oh, he's way back to work again. Or wherever he's going. But it is a lovely game to play. Especially when you can do things like this. What's that? Might be that one. It costs money, of course, to do this. How was he done the how did you do the multiple thing? No. Control? No. Oh. Hold on. How do you do that now? If you want to put down a forest, for example. Of course you can rotate all those things, I think, too. Or maybe not. You can, I know you can. I've forgotten all my controls. Anyway, forgetting about that. There is a way to do that. Oh, here we go. What's this? Maybe you can only do it with certain things. I thought you could do it with trees. Or the cactus. Okay. Randomize rotation. What? Oh, there we go. Well, there's a certain amount of drag and position going on there. Brush size up a bit. Oh, there you go, look at that, you see. You can kind of do things like that, which is quite nice. You know, there's a lot of nice wee features like that. So you really can improve your wee world. Yeah, I think that's just down to my RAM. Yeah, anyway, that's enough of that. Pretty sure if you're doing it with just trees, be a wee bit faster. But what you can do unintentionally is, especially if you're using acacia trees, you can kind of block. You can block the train. Now, I did spend quite a bit of time over those weeks building this up with, you know, more focus just on the economy, not caring about the layout of anything. Just trying to get anything that was operational, just trying to get it to operate properly. There we are, 92 passengers. There's about 50 of those delivered, and hopefully I should have another full train leaving yet. So I could probably throw another carriage onto this train easy enough. Then what would happen then is, you know, obviously you can make money. In a game like this, you kind of have, well, you have to balance your costs with your expenditure. And every single thing costs money. So if you're playing in sandbox like some of the other guys, you know, you can do whatever you want. You can have as much fancy stuff as you like, but if you're actually trying to build it yourself using the economy of the game, that's a different kettle of fish. I mean, I can remember recently before I kind of stopped playing it, I just reached the stage where I was able to get barges. Now, the barges, I can tell you right now, they're not doing anything that's helping. You know, if anything, they're actually slowing down my earnings, because I didn't spend enough time analysing what they were doing and trying to refine that. So let's just listen to some music. Tunnels are a little bit boring inside, but well, other than that, I mean, the world itself impressed me very much. I have a few skyscrapers popping up over there, so that's become quite a large town over there now. That little track, there's a bit of a glitch there in the graphics, but it works. Up to my right there, that's where the what do you call it? the station. There's a lot of people on that track. The Southminster. So this, I think this was like the second kind of a town. It's the one north of this would have been my main town. And this funny, look at the lorry. Yo, there's a brave hairy sail there. And the other good thing about it is the city kind of grows by itself, but it only grows if you invest goods into it, you know. So you got to figure out what you look at what the city needs. For example, that one back there, I think it needed tools. Something that I didn't focus much on was bread production. So a lot of those cities could probably take bread, but the city tells you what it's asking for just by showing you a little graphic icon, and you just, you know, try to supply that. And oh, that's how you do it. So it takes a minute or two to figure out the controls in a game like this again, because there was so much to it. So that's Southminster down there, and Pickering here is where, yeah. So I literally have just two identical trains. The Chinese train, they seem to be the most efficient out of all the ones I've tried. They're fast and they have a lot of horsepower, and those are things I'm sure you already know, but those are things you have to bear in mind quite a lot. But I do like this little train. Now there's virtually nobody at this station, but then the train just left the other direction, so maybe that's why. My streetcars are functioning okay. We also have in I'm trying to think of the term, in the non-sandbox game you also have wear and tear on vehicles. So like if the vehicle's got 25-year lifespan, you really need to be thinking about updating it before that 25 years, because by the time it reaches, now look, you see a lot of red stuff going up, so that city just spent a lot of money on me. Alright, but we still made 16 million since I logged on. You know, so we'll make it 16 million in no time really. You can look at statistics here. Chiswick coal mine, 0% transport. Oh, sorry, Keswick and Keswick Farm, 0%. Keswick oil wells. Keswick's struggling, but Keswick is a town that really had nothing in it until that was actually the last place. Rochester, I think that's the one in the very, very south-west corner. So Southminster's coal mine and forest, they're doing nothing. Got a lot of 0% here. So I have a lot of stuff doing absolutely nothing. What's this? Town statistics. So I presume size is the population. Southminster seems to be the biggest, 479,000 or 479 people. Tadcaster. Why is that underlined? That's maybe underlined because what's that? Stations, mediocre, good, very good. Okay. Poor, something's poor here. What's that? Emissions are poor in Rochester, Southminster, and Tenderton. I think this is Tenderton here. Coming up. Again, this is a metal mouse click and hold to rotate your view. We have rock up there. Is this Tadcaster? I think it is. Yeah. And we have another bumpy road for the lorries. Again, I didn't spend too much time on towns. I was really mainly concerned with working on, and that wasn't good. That cost me 200,000 for some reason. But I'm making my money from farms, quarries, coal mines, and lumber mills. May well have added a lot on that for us. I think I probably did. But you know, it's very nicely rendered game. Very immersive. If you're playing it, it's really nice to play. Lovely, nice scenery. Good music. Just nice. Lots of nice things about the game. As you can see, it's a pretty looking game. And actually my graphics card's probably not doing it justice at all. I think it's only GeForce 1060. Oh, it looks like a McDonald's or something over there. Type thing. So I think this is Keswick. Aye. This is a struggling town, simply because, it was a little tiny village that I just didn't need anything from. It was one of the last ones because it was timber and steel to make gears or tools, whatever that might be. And I was just using the quarries. I wasn't really supplying the town with anything. The town needs tools. So let's go in and look at, see what these lorries are delivering, because I'm not entirely sure. I think that is tools actually. Now, I do have an extensive bus route. As far as I can remember. Although that could be in a different map, different game, but I'm pretty sure this is it's definitely my main game. The other thing I noticed about the game too is the traffic. There's a lot of intelligence built into the traffic as well, where, you know, they give way to each other and things like that. So it's not like other games where, you know, cars or vehicles just drive through each other. This particular one has a lot of work's gone into the traffic movement in this game, which I found that was one of the more impressive things about it. Was the level of realism that the programmers put in here. They're all very sensible drivers. There's a road I could upgrade there. This is a bit crazy here. This was a real mess, and it's still a real mess. I haven't really figured out how to make that road work better, because what I was trying to do, I was trying to get the traffic to go one way and the lorries to kind of like an industrial estate type thing, whereby the lorries weren't going to be inhibited by traffic and they could break away from the main stream of traffic and do their thing. Well, a bit of road there could be upgraded. How do we do that again? I think road. We do have a magic wand here. What sort of road is that? That looks just like a highway, I think. If I select that with the brush tool, I see I can't do that. But what I can do is, what I noticed about the game is, if you zoom into just a section that you can see, if there's a section that you can't upgrade, then just zoom into the part that you can actually fit onto screen, and it will allow you to upgrade just that, the part that you can see. Hold on a minute, I'm downgrading that, am I? Oh no, that's an upgrade. Alright, so... Oh yeah, that does nothing anyway. That's actually doing nothing. Can't really upgrade those. That's the same as it was. What's this? That would be a downgrade. That would be a downgrade as well. So there are sections of that. Oh aye, that's all one way. So I'll just keep that one way. Let's get out of that. And I do have a couple of airports down here that are doing nothing. I do remember selling a lot of planes. But let's see, do we have passengers waiting? Oh, I have a terminal now, that's right. So I have, yeah, one guy waiting in there. So you can actually go inside these buildings a little bit as well. Oh, there's one girl waiting there. There's something not happening here. Where are my planes? Nowhere to be seen. And they're just flying up to this airport. Hang on, here. Oh yeah, I'm on to passenger jets now. So there we're up to 526 million, so you can kind of see why I maybe don't want to change anything, because I'm making money. But what I need to do, I must only have one plane flying. It doesn't seem to be too much in the way of passengers. So let's see why. You see all that money that I'm losing there? So I didn't make anything off that. That plane's running at a cost rather than a profit. So let's see, how do you... Right. So if that's that purple line, or like burgundy line, line 36 it must be. So what I can do is, if I look at that aircraft there, condition is bad. Right. Let me think now how you do this again. By the time you get to this stage, it's so easy, just point and click, you'll know everything exactly. Replace all vehicles, just replace that with, what type of vehicle was that again? Bombardier. Looks like that one there, yeah. Just replace that for 13 million. Yeah, very good. So, but what I can also do now that'll actually replace in air with the passengers on it, and you can see the route that it's following there, like that. So it's flying from this corner of the map to that corner of the map. That's really all it's doing, it's just giving me another option for people. But what I can do here is I can clone that, and that'll do, that means I've got two planes doing the same thing now, with a little bit of a delay between them. Here it comes, so that's a new plane, two passengers waiting, so there's not really a need for that. But so I'm back down to 497 million. So you do need hundreds of millions when you get to this stage, because the next thing I need to do is, if you look at the lorries, go to the manage vehicle tab, mediocre condition, and just replace those all with, what are they? They're, I think it's those ones. 62 miles per hour. Let me see if there's any difference between, yeah, the capacity is 32 in those, and the lifespan is 40 years, whereas the lifespan on that, for the exact same thing except a little bit more power, is 29 years. So if I replace all of those for 1 million, does that replace them all? Let's see. Yeah, so that's how you replace, and you can do that on every line individually, like so. If I just do that again, I don't think I have to even highlight them. No. Right, so that's conditions good on that. Nothing on that line. Mediocre. The good thing is you do get money back for the old vehicles. So if the condition's mediocre, you might get, say, I don't know, something maybe 40% of the price back. But if they're very bad, you might only get 15% of the value. You know. But you do have to do this. So you don't have to do it in a sandbox, obviously. so you've got nothing to worry about there. If you're playing sandbox mode, then you don't even really need to think about anything. But sorry, what did I replace? I didn't even look to see what trucks they were. This is very silly. And it's very easy to get into. I'll demonstrate what I'm trying to say. For example, that I've done this before. This is a train, so it's very easy to push that replace button and select something that's not a train, you know. But the trains are a wee bit more complicated because you need to actually set it up with. I think I'm using that one. With the carriages are China Type 25s, I think. Or no, I think I'm using those ones. Or are they? Yeah. Passenger numbers are 22. Now here's the boss, Ryan. Hey dude. Hello. Just playing Transport Fever. Alright. That's it. Oh, is he? Uh-huh. Yeah, do you want to? Yeah? Yeah, why don't you then? You could do that, couldn't you? Yeah? If you want, like, you don't have to, but you can if you want. What time do you want to go over there? Or you hardly want to go over early, do you? Do you want to go over later on? Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Just replace my vehicles here. We'll just replace them with those ones again. Right. Very bad. Everything's in very bad condition because I kinda neglected to double check all my stuff before I logged off. So the last time, several months ago, whatever it was, placing all those, which were a few million. But yeah, it's interesting to log back in and see how my yeah, you used to love that. See that, yeah. There's one there is very bad. What's that? Road vehicle? What sort of thing is that? What is that? I'm trying to figure out what this is. The right streetcar. So that looks like that, yeah. Oh yeah, that's my buses. That's right. 26, 27. Yeah. There's something about. Oh yeah, they go fast. That's the thing. Yep, that's right, dude. How do you remember that? They go 62. That's right. It's crazy how you can remember that. Hold on, what happened there? I mean, did I not? Oh, I replaced like that. That's how you do. Very easy to really mess this up because if you remember one time I did replaced all my trains with or replaced all my lorries with something else. Oh, I replaced all my container lorries with oil tankers. there was about 70 lorries. Oh well. There's a really old one. It's very bad condition. There's an old steamboat. Oh no, it's a barge. Hold on, what is that? It's a Virgo towboat. Where is that? Oh, no. What's that boy there? Okay. Do this. Oh, big ship is incompatible with small harbour. Ah, well, there you are. Maybe that's why. That's exactly why those things aren't working then. Again, it's the same thing. I just wonder why my barges weren't working, and that's why they're not working. Because I'm trying to use a large. I'm trying to use a large boat with a small harbour. What is that? I can't see because the wee icon is over the top of it. It's probably about 2040 or 2070 or something. I can't remember. Try that toggle there and see. Oh, that one worked. Okay. That's right. Yeah, well there. Yeah, but here's a good example of what I was talking about. If you're not paying attention when you're updating vehicles, I've got two tankers here. But I need to replace. They are tankers, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Okay, so I need to replace some of those. Again here, same thing again. Oh, you're way ahead. You're like 27 years, 2190 or something like that. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think I've unlocked all the vehicles. As far as I can tell, I can't see any. My old street cars are done, so they are. So that should improve my, even though it's cost me 55 or 50, maybe 60 million. You should, yeah. Alright. Well, I see. I don't want to get into. You know what I'm like about that. I don't really. Yeah. Yeah, nearly as bad as me with planet side. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, alright, you can update your buildings as well. Now, also you can edit them in here. No, you can't update the buildings. I thought it was because they're in the vehicle manager list. Hold on. I come. That's the old one with gondolas. Two gondolas. So it's the old. Hold on, where's my old steam trains at? Oh, it's locomotive. So, what? Yeah. Now, there's something. Look at that. I can't replace that old. I was trying to keep that old locomotive going, but I can't. Yeah. Yeah. No. Well, there probably are maps that you can get like that. I was keeping an old steam train doing a coal run, like 200 or 300 meters up and down a hill, but I can't replace it. I've just discovered. Oh, hold on. I was at. Let's just go back to Vehicle Manager again because I started at line 13. Let's see. Some of these those mediocre ones they'll do for a while. Just want to replace the bad and the very bad ones. I've got just so many lorries there, it's unbelievable. They're all mediocre, so the first 12 lines are just cargo lorries. Now, let me see what was happening. You know what, I forgot the controls in this game. So I did. Took me a minute or two to figure that out. But yeah, well, if you're going out there later on, do you want to do something before that? Well, I just realised how many people are actually standing at that boat house waiting for the wee hovercrafts. I'm going to have to clone those hovercrafts. Something that's gone. Right. That'll do. Right, it'll give me half an hour, okay? Okay. Oh yeah, see when you're in the view, when you're in the vehicle manager view on a boat, you can see the contours of the land underneath. So that's probably why there's a lot of routes that you can't take the larger boats, because it's quite interesting. It's definitely, you know, there's a deep trench running down the middle, but then you get you know, big spiky bits coming up there nearly up to the surface. So obviously you can't, I think actually I want to clone that again now. That'll keep people moving. There's at least, I think that these things here only carry about transport fee for 2 years. Oh dear, that took a long time for that to spawn out. Not many of this dog here, but try three, not sure. There's not as many people here. There are still quite a few, not sure how many passengers in that take 20, so that's up to 60 now. Right. I think I'm only 4 on that. 3. Yeah, 3. There we go, another one. Yeah? Yeah, I'll give you a shout in half an hour, okay? Okay, bye. Bye. Right. So, what was I doing there? Yeah, I was surprised at how much oh, you can actually be a fish. But look at the detail in this game. You know, it's really, I just think it's so awesome. It's just such a lovely game to play. But for example, up here we have, I like this aspect too. How do you, I zoom with mouse. I saw them about there. Where did they go? I saw birds flying. There. Okay, so say we'll just be the one at the back. Oh, so you can only be the one at the front. These guys are just flying about. They're coming down low. Look at that. But it is a lovely, lovely game. And there's where did that go? Oh. Where is that? I thought I saw an aircraft coming. Couldn't have been. Oh no, it wasn't. It must have been one of those hovercrafts. Or else that wee boat there. Now, that's why these weren't working earlier, simply because, well, there's nothing on that, so that might have delivered already. Let's have a look at this one, because these weren't working the last time I looked at them. Let's see if it takes a load here. Hold on a minute. That's the wrong. Oh no, it is loading up, that's okay. So it is taking a load here. Yep, so it's got a full load of coal. I think that little icon is coal, yeah. So at least that's some. That wasn't working before. Simply because the bolts I was using were no good, they were too big. So that explains that. Look at that, that road there is no good. I need to upgrade that road if possible. Can't upgrade that jump, oh I can. Yeah, well that'll make a big difference to how things travel there. Now you can, if you're going around doing this, you can spend a lot of money very quickly. Let's see, I don't want to upgrade all of that. So if I turn that off, yeah. Actually, just zoom in there a wee bit. Oh no, that's the same as it was anyway. Right, okay. So it's very easy to bugger up your world with the with this upgrade tool. I can't upgrade that, but if I zoom in there to that little area, I can upgrade that bit. Can't upgrade that because it's on the boundary of the. It's something to bear in mind early on actually, if you're laying out a road system and you have a, for example here we have this mine. That road won't be upgradable because I run it tight along the boundary of the mine. So there's no possible chance of upgrading that. I can upgrade it down to there, but that's it. There's a cool wee bit of music there, I like that. Don't seem to be able to upgrade that junction too well. Let's just see if I can get off screen a bit. No. Right, that's just going to have to be a small road. I can upgrade that bridge in its entirety. That'll certainly help. Actually, well, because what's the speed in that? 62, yeah, and it was 50. Right, so that's okay. Now, and you also have to be careful. It's not like the farms. When you get into a town, if you're trying to upgrade a farm or any kind of supply site, you won't be able to upgrade those roads to a point where it eats those farms. You can delete the farms and rebuild them, but if you do that in a city, if I went here for example to upgrade that, as you can see, anything that's highlighted yellow there will disappear. It will just be eaten because it will be demolished to make way for the new road. I was going to demonstrate that there, but well, I could do it there. Right, I'll demolish that house. That house will disappear because I upgraded that road. So that's something that you might want to just be conscious of. But again, you can zoom down in to a point where if you get the boundary of where you want the road to stop upgrading just on the edge of the screen, so it's very intelligent that way. I think I can upgrade all of that. Now, this one, yeah, I will be able to upgrade this that section. Right. Can't do anything with that because that's, as you can see, that's just because of the way that is. can't upgrade that for some reason. Why? Oh, can I? Hold on. Oh, I can upgrade parts of it. Right. So. Oh yeah, and you can upgrade your tunnels automatically too. And obviously the further zoomed out you are, the more road you can upgrade. I've been let off lightly here, but be careful if you're judging everything by the edge, then you need to be careful that you're not coming up to the edge of a town and going to leak some of your hard-earned infrastructure. You see there, I'm coming to something. Right, okay. What sort of road is that at the minute? At the minute it's let's see. Could upgrade to that, which is better than what it is. Oh yeah, that's got tram on it. And actually I could, you see, if we lose that building if I upgrade that. If the building highlights up yellow the way it is here now, you're losing it. So, in the towns itself, I think that's what I'm using anyway. Yeah, that's just the same, isn't it? Oh, it's the same except it's got no footpath, right? So that's the difference there. That would actually be a downgrade in that case. I can upgrade those now, and then they're dual carriageway with footpath. So let's see, can't really upgrade that for some reason. And it's probably because of the way that I had to manoeuvre that bit of land to suit the train track. As you can see, I've had to do a bit of exploitation there to get that to work properly. Now, too far out to actually, there I can do that and that, right around to there. Now, I've actually only spent, well, I've still got 470 million, so I'm not doing too badly. There's much more road to upgrade, but I'm pretty sure those are 62 miles per hour or kilometre per hour roads anyway. And if you can afford in the beginning of making railways, you probably will only have single railways if you're starting to play from scratch in the full sort of potential of the game rather than the sandbox, and it's costing you money that you have to try and earn back, then you probably just have single railway tracks to begin with. But definitely put the ones with the hold on, what's that? Oh yeah. Oh, electrification toll. So maybe you can electrify them afterwards, but if you can, use the high-speed track and you don't really need to be using signals, because what will happen is you'll actually what do you call it? You'll actually cause yourself more problems, unless of course you understand signaling implicitly. You can see lots of red numbers going up into the sky, so that's not a good sign. But you'll always see that because anything that costs money is going to be doing that. The camera does follow the contours, which is interesting. You can't look up, you can only look level or down. And you see that water's very shallow at the sides there, so if you wanted to make a harbour here, you might find you want to do something like this, and that would allow you to make some kind of a harbour there. But if you look at the money, you see that costs, so you know there's a lot of cost in that. But that's a potential that you have there if you're wanting to run boats in these certain areas and run them in tight like that. And obviously you can change your brush size, your strength and your rotation there. So that's potential for a wee harbour there. But I think I've already got, oh no, hold on. Oh, there it's there. Right, so, isn't it? Yeah. Well, that would be going to, yeah, that factory. There's not a lot of point in doing that. And actually the only Tenderton and Tadcaster are the only two that are really near the water. You can build rivers if you, for example, if you make that brush size a wee bit. I'll make it full strength, but I'll make it a wee bit bigger. You could go here. It's quite small. Say over that. So you know it's possible to change the terrain to wherever you want, like so. As you can see, that's a bit of a hill there, so yeah, you could have a little canyon going off there. Costed me a lot of money to do that. So you really can shape the city wherever you like. If I widen that brush like that, I can smooth that all off considerably. Still very strong, so I can change the strength of that a bit. try and blend in those edges. Change the shape of that just a little bit. Have a little lagoon there. Well, it's not really a lagoon, but you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure actually that's how, that's how I did this down here. But what I'm going to do is just going to deepen this. A lot of money, that was millions there, millions to actually do that. You see that's quite shallow over there, so if I deepen that a bit, I might be able to use larger boats, I don't know. Don't really need them, this is such a small map, this map's as small as you can get actually. But and then you have other tools here, but we'll not worry about that. Now, so I'm trying to think, is this the map that I had the bus route running on? I think it is, because Rochester there, Keswick, was it Rochester, is that where I started it? No. It's not this map, it's a different map. I have an extensive bus route. I think. Do I get a town up here? Yeah, it's a larger map that I have the bus route going on, I think. I'm pretty sure I don't have too much in the way of transport. I do have another map, but I don't think I have as much money on that. It's a much bigger, I think it's a giant map with not really as much development. You know, if we look there, Southminster's come up a long way from the little village that it was, and they all have, I've got resources sitting about that I don't even know. You know, look at that there, like, you know, that's just oil sitting there, and charts. Right, so I'm in 2023, that's what year I'm in. So, I do know I have a little train here. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. It's completely, that's been changed. Hold on, I thought that was the one I was running the old locomotive on. That's literally only doing a small run from here with, I think what's coming in there is, I think that's just rock. Oh. Yeah. So where did that go? It's gone already. It's already. That will have. Oh, it goes over here. No? Where does that go? Oh, it's probably going into that quarry. Materials plant, yeah. So it's there. Interesting sound effects. catch a car. This boy's falling asleep. Oh look, this road's old here. Look at that. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh. So, what I need to do there is look back here, see why I still got dirt roads. Oh, they're dirt roads because of that. Let's see if I can upgrade those a bit. So that would be a benefit. Yeah. Okay. Right. That'll definitely help there a bit. Now, do you also get roundabouts? Oh, what's that? Alright. What does that do? Alright, that's just for... Okay. Yeah. You also get like Spaghetti Junction. Just nearly enough to crash the computer. Well, you know, so you can have these, you can just set a junction up like that. I don't really need one. I can't really see anywhere that's such a mess that I need a giant crossroads like that, but you know, maybe by the next 100 years this will be so big that I might need one of those. But it's such a small map, I'll never need that. I'll never need that. This will probably not get much further. What's that? Bus lane toll. Tram track toll. So bus lane toll. No, I haven't used that before. Actually, there's a very... There's a little lumber mill that didn't have a single tree around it, you know, so I kind of used the tool and I just made a big blotch of trees, and then I used the delete tool to delete little tracks out to make it look like it actually was something happening there, you know. Some really nice features like that you can play with. Don't understand this bus lane tool. What difference would that make? Oh yeah. Right. I don't have that problem at the minute, so I'm not going to. I don't have it in this map. So there you are. Transport Fever 2 with one passenger on my airline. So this particular plane is probably costing me about at least $500,000 per year. So that's something that I could, because of the population, I think might be something to do with it. But also the infrastructure. Do I have enough buses bringing people to this airport? Because that's what's going to govern the generation of money. Obviously, if you don't have the infrastructure, the infrastructure to transport people to an airport from the local village or city, then obviously you're not going to have any passengers. There will be one or two that will be willing to walk the distance, but only if you've supplied a road that they can do that on. That might be something to do with why some people think the Earth is flat. But you know, true to form, yeah, the engines have died down now because you really only use the engines to climb. And once you get to your cruise speed, you really just have to think about how you're going to slow the thing down before you get to that airport over there. So at this point they just cruise in, as you would expect with any normal plane. But you can see, even after 170 years worth of development, you know, I could be spending every single second fine-tuning everything, you know, but I don't really need to. The economy in this map is working pretty well, and I can just enjoy it. There we go. So I've got two planes just doing that over and over and over and over again. Oh, you can change your view like that. That's it. Oh, look at that. Is there anybody in here? Yeah, there's one lady there. Yeah, one passenger. You know, so really, that's a very expensive airline to run. And it's only there. You'll see here, you'll see how much money I didn't make from that. So $91,000 needed, but it cost me 2.5 million to, you know, that line's really, really bad. You know, look at that. It's unbelievable. Actually, why there's nobody coming here? So why is nobody using it? Well, I mean, I do have the facilities for that. Let me see, are my trams are running. So if I click on him, look at the line. So that line is going all the way around there. And we have one passenger. So it's quite a large town. I think that comes from the train station to, yeah, that's from the train station to the airport. It's really doing nothing. Now here we have nothing going on here either, you see. So I'm making bread, but I'm not delivering it to the town. Now if you zoom in here, cargo needs are goods, so they don't want any bread. What? This is Rochester. So Rochester's doing very badly at the minute. It's struggling to exist. So do I have goods coming here? No. You see where my... There's got to be something coming here. What's that? Coal. So what you'd have to do in a case like that, you'd have to find somewhere that's making goods. Here, these are making goods, are they? Yeah. Right. So I would need some kind of a Rochester. Where's Rochester? Way over there. Oh, hold on, somebody here is making goods, are they? Well, that's a goods platform. So maybe I could get them on a train line from somewhere else. No goods. See any goods about over there? So these are the kind of things. I need to make a new line. Now, new line here. So say I take a new line, right, and I start from here and go all the way to somewhere here in Rochester. That's no good, that's a bus depot. We'll just go to this one because this one doesn't seem to do anything. So there we are. Now, that's line 57. Is that all I have to do then? Yeah. Now, to add vehicles to that line, I forget how to do that now. Can I... How do you do that? Right, okay, the line's there. But how do I forget how to add vehicles to the line. Oh, here. So I want alright, 5 vehicles for line 57. 57 here. So I select that. Oh, I can't buy vehicles like that. Hang on, how do you buy vehicles? One cargo, so we'll take a few of those. And we'll have 4 of those. which is almost 4 million. Right, so we'll buy those. Oh yeah, I remember now. So we select all those and then we set line 57. That's how you do it. There we go. Now, so if I go back now and look at line 57 here, yeah, we have 4 vehicles. I'm going to be doing that. So here they come, they're coming out of the depot. But the only problem is I have no goods here because I'm not making any goods. Would that be right? And actually there we have stuff coming from Rochester Steel Mill, so I probably could... I don't think I'm making plastics anymore. They're going to go there. What are they doing? I've obviously got lots of broken links here. They're going to go here and get the steel if there was any, which there isn't, because I need rock and steel. But the only problem is I need rock and coal or something like that. Tender needs goods and building materials. You know, even though the map is making a lot of money, building materials are being made here. Oh, hold on, not here. I need that traveling to there. Do I have plastic being made somewhere? Actually, I can't remember seeing plastic. Oh, here. So it's been made in Southminster. We have some plastic sitting here. Do we have a lorry on that? Line 42. It's going that way. And line... Hold on, where is that again? Here. Line 43 is going... It's going to Tenderton. So... Well, that is getting plastic. Is it getting steel? So go here, which one of those is producing? Steel's coming there. There don't seem to be too many goods arriving over here. So I need a lorry with plastic. So let's see, what's my plastic production like? Not very much. What's in that? That's oil. And there's 0 oil. Why that's there, you know what? That doesn't need to be a lorry. It's on line 42. Oh yeah, it's bringing oil to here to make plastic. That's what that's doing. Yeah. So we have a little bit of oil. So we should get some plastic here shortly. Gonna need another... What line is that? It's delivering plastic, line 43. So let's just buy a couple more of those. I need to deliver more oil. If I select what line they go to, set line, I'm going to say 43 or 42. 42's going that way, 43's going that way. We'll say 43. I'd say. Line 57 is what I want to do with that. So if I go back, actually line 43 or line 42, I want to set that vehicle to line 57. Hold on, where's line 57 going? Line 57 is what? Line 57, let's see. Line 57. Yeah, well, let's take him still. Well, then I didn't want to do that actually. I made those four. Let me see. Kind of messed that up a bit now. What line's that on? Line 43. Line 43. So line 43 is going to 10. So I want to change that vehicle and make it go to whatever one I was sending to Rochester. I thought that was line 57 there. Let's see here now. Am I getting any goods? No, I'm getting plenty of steel. Yeah, line 43, so I have one going there. I want to clone that vehicle. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Just clone it again. So that's line 43. So there's so many missing links here in this map. I do need to spend a bit more time doing that. But we do have plastic here now, so what lorry is that? That's line 43. So that's good. That should take, I'll probably take all of that. Yep. So I have no idea where I'm making the money from. The money has to be coming from up north here in this area, because this was my main focus was in the beginning was here, I think, Pickering and Tenderton. I think were my main, or Tadcaster, sorry. Yeah, that was my main area in the beginning. And like, that's doing nothing because I don't even have a, in fact that's doing nothing either because I don't even have truck depots there to do anything. Zero, nothing has come out of that. Likewise, nothing has come out of that. Done a bit more there. You know, all these things are going as normal. That's been doing something. Transport's at 58%. So really now there's a lot to think about in a small map. So if you can imagine what a big map's going to be like, they're even crazier. Anyway, I'm going to do another video of this at some point, but that will do for now. That was just a little show around what I have been doing with it, and really just the aspects of the game. It's such a nice game to play. You know, I think back to many years ago when Tropico first came out. That was such a brilliant game, Tropico, but much more difficult because you had politics to deal with in it, which made it its own kind of a game too. But it was a cool game. I like this one. The music's not as good in this as what Tropical music was, but I still like it. It's perfect. It's a really perfect game. I can find no faults in this game whatsoever. It's just such a nice game. Everything's clearly marked. You know, you just zoom out, you can see anything. And I do like the zoom into mouse thing as well. If you put the mouse over here and zoom in, you zoom in there. That's just such a important aspect in a 3D editing type software. There's lots of programs that don't do that, and they just really suck. But again, that's another little man-made track there for a bit of interest. It's a wee fast train. What town's that? Rochester. So Rochester is actually building up a little bit. It's quite big. You can tell how well your city's doing by the amount of high-rise buildings it's acquiring. These are cropping up nicely, they're starting to get bigger. The airport's still doing nothing. The airport's actually, you know, it's virtually, we see one passenger. Oh, we've got 2 passengers this time. And we have a tram coming with 1 more potential passenger. And it might be because, actually I don't know if I've got any stops on that. Let's see. Manage that line. Yeah, I've got no stop. Oh, I've got 1 stop there. So I probably could put a few extra stops on there. Holy. Dog's gone crazy. Okay, I gotta go.